All right, so is everybody ready to practice and get a little, bring a little peace into this crazy world? All right, so find a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you, and if you'd prefer to lay down, go for it. And just let your eyes close. And then no matter what's going on externally, outside, you know, if you hear other people in your house, if the wind is still howling, if someone left their TV on, just let all that be. That external noise is always going to be there, but we practice so that we can regularly make contact with the silent witness that is always our internal guidance. So once you wiggle around and get settled, just notice the parts of the body making contact with the mat beneath you. Notice the temperature of the air. Notice the sensation of clothes against your skin. And then notice your natural breath, the breath that just flows in without any thought, without any conscious control. Just notice how that's feeling this evening. And then we're going to bring some intention to the breath by softening the belly. Notice how tense you might have been. I noticed I had a little tightness there, so softening it was a little welcome, relaxing invitation. And take the first inhalation, just notice how it feels to fill up with breath. Bringing the breath as high as you can, filling up the lungs. And then allow your exhalation to just be a release. So you can exhale through the mouth. Maybe the first few times it's through the mouth, just letting go. Great big sigh. And then again, inviting in that breath, filling up the belly, the ribs, and the lungs. And releasing the air, whatever way feels right for you. Let's take this next one together. And then on the next breath, I just invite you to allow your lips to close. Soft lips, but close them and breathe in through the nostrils. Breathing in peace. And then exhale through the nostrils again and exhale peace. Again, breathing in, filling up completely. Peace, regardless of external noise. And exhale completely, peace. And keep moving with your own breath at your own pace, slowing it down a little bit more. Nice. And take one more breath in, filling up. And one more exhalation, letting go. Good. And then as you're ready, We'll take our hands to the outsides of our legs, right? And we'll begin to just make some gentle movements here. Just rocking forward and back, letting the spine move forward and back, shoulders come forward, and belly draws forward, chest draws forward. And we'll add the breath into this movement. So inhaling, we'll draw the shoulders back, shining the heart, and exhale, we'll round. Just moving slowly with the breath, keeping the breath slow so the movements will be slow. Good. We'll take a couple more. And then sit up nice and tall. Release your hands. Just take one shoulder back and then the other. Just taking those shoulder rolls, releasing tension in the shoulders, especially if you've been sitting. And then take the shoulders together, bring them up to the ears, and exhale them down away from the ears. Good. We'll take two more. Inhaling, lifting them up, and then exhaling, lowering them down. Good. Take one more round. Good. And then just pause. We'll take the right ear over to the right side and take that right arm, lift it up, reach around the left ear, and give yourself a little bit of weight on the left side. And then take the left fingers and just walk them out. And breathe here, bringing a little more stretch. Let me let someone else in. Good. Keep breathing through this. Welcome, Barb. And then as you're ready, slowly release that. And we'll take the left arm up and over, reaching for that right ear, and walk those right fingertips out to the right. Nice. Just see if you can let go using your breath, breathing in slowly, and then breathing out, nice and slow. Good. And then when it feels right, just slowly release it. Shake your hands out, shake them up and down. Shake your right arm right and left. Shake your left arm up and down. Wow, that's a miracle at work today. Left arm, left and right, right arm up and down. Oh yeah. I don't know. Must have been the pranayama, the alternate nostril breathing, got my right and left hemispheres all working well. Hopefully you guys were too. All right, so take your legs forward. We'll take our hands behind us. The palms are down and the fingertips are facing forward, so you can draw your heart forward and just windshield washer your knees left and right. Just slowly. Good. And then we'll come to sit up on your blanket if you have it and bring your feet together. If you have your comfy socks on like I do, then just take your feet and peel them apart and take your thumbs and give yourself a little foot massage as you draw your knees down toward the floor in Baddha Konasana. And take your hands and give your toes a little massage. Excellent. And then we'll sit up tall, reach your hands around your toes, shine your heart forward, take a big breath in, and then we'll slowly come forward, releasing into Baddha Konasana, relaxing the chin toward the chest, allowing the back of the neck to just stretch forward. Remembering the breath, deepening the inhalation, peace, extending the exhalation, peace. Always propping yourself up as needed. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Maybe coming forward a little bit more if your back permits. And if you happen to be in a chair, some people prefer yoga in a chair, just taking your forward fold, just bringing your hands to your knees will give you that stretch in the back. Good. And as you're ready, slowly roll yourself up. We'll take the outsides of the legs, draw them in. Excellent. And then we'll come to tabletop. So if you have a blanket, I've already got my blanket, my mat pretty well padded, but if you have a blanket, smooth out all the wrinkles and place it underneath your knees. And let your knees come right under your hips. And then take your hands and really spread your fingers here. We're going to spread them nice and wide. So stretching those fingers. Give yourself a little Sophie shake. And then come to stillness here in tabletop. Notice where your shoulders landed. See if you can draw them away from your ears. And then let your belly drop, let your gaze lift on your inhale. And then we'll take some cat-cows on your exhale, round, drawing the belly to the spine, the back toward the ceiling, pressing the floor away. Inhale into your cow pose. And then exhale into your Halloween cat shape. And let's take 3 more silently, breathing in peace. And breathing out, peace. Excellent. Finding stillness, shaking it out. Bring your knees to touch. Bring your knees wide as your mat and your big toes to touch, And then reach your arms forward, coming into your child's pose. So extending your arms. Releasing tension in the back. Just letting your forehead rest on the floor or on a prop. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. So you can walk your fingertips farther forward if you like, or just relax down on the floor, whatever you need. Breathing in peace. Breathing out peace. And as you're ready, slowly make your way back up. We'll tuck our toes and lift up into downward facing dog, keeping a bend in the knees as much as needed. And take a walk of the dog, bending one knee and then the other. And then find some stillness, press the heels back. Take a big breath in. And breathe it out. And remove anything you have in your way. We'll take another breath in and walk forward, coming up to the front of the mat, finding ragdoll. And in ragdoll, just bend one knee and then the other and just rock from side to side. Good. We'll find some stillness, keeping a bend in the knee as much as needed for the back of the neck. And shake your head yes. And shake your head no. Good. We'll take one more breath here. Breathe out that peace. And then bend your knees, root to rise. Reaching your arms all the way up, looking up. Look up at your palms, let them touch, bring them together and draw them right down to your heart. Take your chin to your chest and let your eyes close. Just take a moment for an intention for the practice or for something bigger, the world, the country, someone else. Take a nice big breath in. Reach up, look up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, fold again. Bending your knees as much as you need to. Inhale as you root to rise. And this time we'll reach for the right arm. Take a left side bend. Stretching the right side body. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, reach up and look up. And as you exhale, take it over to the right. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, lift up, look up. And decide if you want to take a back bend. Maybe take your hands back to the back, pressing your palms into your lower back and draw your elbows toward one another and lift up, pressing your hips forward. Breathe in, breathe out, and come up to mountain pose. We'll just take a pause here. Shake it out. Let your palms face forward. Lift and spread your toes and then press them into the earth. And just engage all the legs, all those muscles. Breathe in, root to rise, reaching up, getting really long, and exhale, fold forward. Come into your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, draw the shoulders back. And then exhale, take your hands to the floor, step your left leg back, and then step your right leg back. And then we're going to come down to your knees or lower all the way down, coming all the way down to the mat, letting the forehead rest on the floor. Take a breath in and a breath out. And take your hands, place them on either side of your shoulders and draw your elbows in, really close to the body. So you're engaging that upper back. And on your next inhale, peel yourself up, just ever so slightly, baby cobra. And on your exhale, lower back down. Good. Shake it out. Next inhale, breathe in and lift up, maybe a little higher. Keep those elbows squeezed in. And exhale down. Nice. We'll lift up again. And this time we'll come up through table, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Nice. Walk out your dog, take a breath. Relax the back of the neck. Nice. On your next inhalation, lift that right leg up to the sky, get long. And on your exhalation, draw your knee into your nose, round your spine, just like we did in those cat-cows. And on the inhale, lift it back up again. Nice. On the next exhalation, step it forward, come into your low lunge. And lower that left knee to the floor. You can place something under the knee if you like. And bring your hands to your right quadricep and lean forward. shine your heart. Draw your shoulders back and down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And on your exhalation, take your left hand to the floor. Just take a gentle twist to the right, lifting that right arm up. Breathing in and breathing out. On your exhalation, take the right hand down, tuck your left toe, come on up to your fingertips. And just notice how it feels to be in this high lunge. Low lunge, higher lunge. Not the highest, not complete crescent. Just straightening that left leg, maybe rocking forward and back. Getting that stretch of the left leg. Good. And then when you're ready, place your hands on the floor, step your right leg back to meet your left and lift it back up, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, press those heels back, lift the hips, maybe lift them a little bit higher. And when you're ready, inhale that left leg up to the sky. Good. And exhale, round, drawing the nose to the knee. Good. Inhale, lift up, getting long. And then exhale, take that left foot forward, lower the right knee. Come up to Anjali on this side. Take your hands to your left quadricep, lean forward, shine your heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Maybe close your eyes, challenge your balance. Breathing in. Exhaling peace. When you're ready, take your right hand to the inside of the left foot. Take your twist to the left, opening up this left arm. Opening up that left shoulder. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly lower the left hand. We'll come up to the fingertips and come on up. Come up to a higher lunge here. Maybe rock forward and back. Good. Getting long. And then take your hands to the floor. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Coming into downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. When you're ready, you're going to hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat and come into your forward fold. And here you have a couple choices. If you don't have fuzzy socks on like me, you can reach for your peace fingers, or you can take your hands and snuggle your hands underneath your feet and give your wrists a little massage with your toes, or just hang in ragdoll. Good. Finding your breath. Shaking your head yes and no. Nice. And when you're ready, blink open your eyes, release your hands, root to rise. Inhale, reach up, get really long. Take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand and lean over to the right. See if you can get a little more of a stretch. Pressing all four sides of both feet into the mat. Big breath in, long breath out. Inhale back up to center and switch. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. Inhale, reach up and take your hands back. Maybe clasp your hands behind you or take your hands to your lower back. Again, fingertips pressing down, squeeze your elbows in. Lean back a little bit more. Take a little more of a back bend. You got this. Breathe in. And exhale, release. Forward fold. A little more warm up. And then we'll get some juicy stretches in. Inhale, come into your halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, come up to your fingertips and step the right foot back. And then we'll just take that foot and spin it so it is at an angle, and the left knee is going to bend. And we'll come into warrior two. So reaching your arms out, finding that ankle to arch alignment. So the back foot is arch is lined up with the left heel, left ankle. Good. The left knee is over the left ankle. Good. When you're ready, inhale, reach up and look up and lean back. See if you can see your fingers. Keep that bend in the knee and then reach up with your right hand for your left wrist. Sky Archer. Leaning back a little bit more. A little bit of a stretch here that we might not have experienced had we not reached for that wrist. Good. Breathe in. And then release that. Coming back through Warrior Two. Take your left hand to this left thigh and reach your right arm over your right ear, coming into side angle. Keeping that right foot firmly planted. So the right side of the right foot is pressing into the mat. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Awesome. When you're ready, we're going to spin that back foot forward and take our hands down to the inside of the left foot. Maybe scooch it over to the left a little bit. Lower the right knee, lower the top of the right foot, and prop up. Any props that you have will do. Happen to have this handy bolster here. So just take your elbows down to the floor or your prop, and we'll come into a lizard pose here. Stretching that left inner thigh, the left hip. So just notice what happens. See if you can come back to those long, slow breaths. We'll be here for several rounds. Breathing in peace, and breathing out peace. Nice. See if you can soften somewhere, anywhere. Let's take 2 more breaths together, relaxing shoulders, relaxing the face, relaxing the back of the neck. When you're ready, slowly make your way back up. Move your props out of the way. Take your hands to the mat, tuck your back foot, and step your left foot back to meet your right, and just relax in a downward facing dog for a couple of breaths. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you're ready, slowly look forward, bend your knees, hop, step, jump, make your way in whatever way works for you to the front of the mat. And then find a forward fold. So peace fingers, tucking those wrists underneath the feet if that feels good. See if you can get a little more of a straighten in the backs of the legs. And just relax here. Always the option to find ragdoll. Clasp your hands. Reach them up over your head. However you like your forward fold. It's different for everyone. We'll take one more breath in. And as you exhale, release those hands. And as you inhale, come up to a halfway lift. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, refold. Inhale, come up to your fingertips. We'll step the left foot back. Am I wrong here? No, I'm right for once. So we'll spin the back foot at an angle and come into Warrior Two here, reaching fingertips forward and back, extending back into that strong warrior pose. Finding our breath here. Finding our balance. Finding that opposition. Reaching in and keeping that center, that strong center, drawing the belly into the spine. When you're ready, flip the right arm, right palm, and lift it up, lean it back. Peaceful warrior. And then just to add to the peace, reach your left arm for your right wrist and come into sky archer here. Keeping that bend in the knee, keeping that left foot on the floor. Breathe. Good. We'll take one more breath in. And one more breath out. And then sink back in warrior two here. Drawing those shoulders away from the ears. And when you're ready, spin that back foot forward. Come on down. Lower your left knee. And set yourself up for lizard on this side. So any kind of props that you like, we'll just take our elbows to the floor, to your prop. And it's okay if this knee opens up a little bit, if that's feeling okay. Your right foot can peel open. And just close your eyes and breathe in that peace. Such a good runner stretch. Also a good humbling position. If you want to add a prayer to this shape, just keep your breath. Breathe in that peace. And breathe out that peace. And take one more full breath in. And a long breath out. And as you're ready, slowly peel your way back up. And remove your props again. Take your hands to the mat, tuck your back toe. Send your right foot back to meet your left. Good. And take one full breath here in downward facing dog. Maybe lifting the hips a little bit higher, getting more length in that spine. And then come up on your tippy toes. Look forward, hop, step, jump, walk. Make your way to the front of the mat. Find your forward fold of choice. You have lots of options. Maybe take a hold this time of your hands and stretch your shoulders. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now as you're ready, slowly release your hands and just roll up one vertebra at a time. The head and the neck are the last to come up. And come into your mountain pose here. And let your palms face forward. Draw your shoulders back and away. Way down away from those ears. Good. Chin parallel with the earth. See if you can close your eyes and find some stillness. Nice. When you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. Take a big breath in and take a nice step lengthwise on your mat so your feet are wide. Good. We're going to take a little bend of the right knee. Take your fingers over to frame that right foot. Lift your heart. Breathe in. And on your exhale, just take a walk over to the other side. Let your fingers, hands frame the left foot. I haven't done yoga in socks in a long time. It's fun. Come on back to the right, as long as your knees permit. And then back to the left. Good. We're going to come to center and press all 4 sides of both feet into the earth and lift up halfway. So come up so your fingertips maybe graze the earth, the mat. And then as you exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Maybe take your hands back to be in line with both feet and let your head just hang. Nice. Shake it out, yes and no. Excellent. On your next inhalation, we'll walk those fingertips forward and then heel toe your feet in to hip width and then roll up 1 vertebra at a time, coming all the way up to stand, drawing those shoulders back and down. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to take a little balance. We'll see how this works. I've got lots of stuff underneath me, so don't necessarily watch me, but find something in your room that is not moving. So we're going to take our weight into our left foot and just start by lifting our right knee up to about waist high. This is the perfect place to stay. You can find your spot on the wall that's not moving and just practice here. But if you'd like to go a little bit further, wrap that right leg around the left and come into eagle legs. You can take your arms nice and wide and take the left arm over the right and come into eagle arms. And we'll squeeze our legs and our arms together, stretching our upper back, squeezing our legs, getting those muscles all ignited. And you can always have your toe on the floor. So one side of the body usually wraps all the way around for me and the other does not. So you might be able to tuck that toe behind your leg. It might just not work. So different for everyone. Let's just squeeze in 1 more breath. And as you exhale, fly, release. Good. Shake it out. Good. So regardless of how that went, let it go. We'll go to the other side. So right foot is going to take the weight. Bring your hands to heart center. I find that helps. Engage that right quadricep and just lift that left knee up about waist high. Find your drishti, your gazing point. And then if you'd like to come into eagle, wrap. Take it around. Left leg wraps around. Maybe that toe tucks in or just rests on the floor. Then fly your arms. And then here, the left arm goes under the right arm this time. Palms can come together or the backs of the hands come together. And once you find that place where you can squeeze the legs and the arms, just breathe. Nice. I'll take 1 more breath in. If you want to play with lifting your elbows a little bit, go for it. I'm not going to cue it. And as you exhale, unwind, release, fly, and come back to standing. Nice. Let's just pause here in mountain pose, just to appreciate what we've been through. Just to acknowledge our awesomeness. Lift and spread your toes and then press them into the earth. Come up on your toes, lifting your heels, and then lower your heels down. Take a walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway, and exhale, fold, and take your left foot back and your right foot back. You can lower your knees or rock forward and lower all the way down to your belly, making a pillow, coming on down. Sophie, shake it out. And take a full breath in, full breath out. Good. Take 1 more breath, just to settle. And when you're ready, forehead comes to the middle of the mat. The hands go back, and let's face the palms inward. We're going to lift the shoulders and lift the head, and just come up to a half locust here. Just a little bit of compression for the lower back, so be gentle. Only come up as high as you feel ready. And then lower down. Turn your head to the other side. Just rest. Rock it out. Breathing in peace. And breathing out peace. When you're ready, chin comes to the front of the mat. We're going to start with head and shoulders, and then glue your legs together, lift them off the mat. They might not come up very high. Keep your gaze slightly forward. Don't crane your neck. Keep your neck safe. Breathing in. Breathing out. Easy breaths. And then slowly lower down. Turn your head other direction. Good job. We're going to take another one of those, or if you like, you can bring your chin back to center and reach for your ankles, flex your feet, and come into Dhanurasana. So your knees are going to be a little wider than they are in locust. And you're going to lift your head and shoulders, lift your knees off the ground, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and just breathe here. Nice. Breathing in. One more. And then lower down. Turn your head to the other side. Just let your legs rest. Take a deserved rest. Breathing in. And breathing out. Nice. When you're ready, chin comes back to center. Take your hands to frame your shoulders. Tuck those elbows in. And we're going to sink back to another child's pose. So knees wide, or even together if you prefer that, but take a slow descent back into your child's pose so you can have a counter pose to that back bend. Breathe your way into your child's pose. Take as many breaths as you need to get there. When you're ready, lift up. Start to make your way up. And come onto one hip. And if you have your pillows, we'll stack them up if you happen to have a bolster, or even if you have a blanket, you can roll your blanket up. And we'll take whatever hip landed on the mat to the edge of your pillows or your bolster. And we're going to just lean over, bringing your belly to the bolster, and turning into a twist by taking your gaze in the opposite direction. So if your neck is not ready to go there, just keep it in the same direction as your legs. But if you're ready, you can let your neck get a little stretch by turning it in the opposite direction. And then once you're there, just breathe. Breathe in your peace. Breathe out your peace. Excellent. Nice breaths in and out. Softening. And just noticing where you might be holding on. See if you can soften around the shoulders, soften the face, soften anywhere you can. Nice. Good. Keep your breath slow and smooth. Nice. We'll take one more breath in, and then slowly make your way up to seated, and bring your lower back to the very edge of your pillows or your bolster or your blanket, and just lower yourself down. We'll just take a moment in a heart opener, and then once you get there, just let your shoulders wrap around your prop, whatever that prop may be. Excellent. As soon as I find this music, I'll be happy. Let your breath move in and out slowly. Well, that didn't work. All right. Just let our arms rest at our sides. Just let your heart open up, chest broadening, making more space for the breath. Notice if your jaw is holding on to tension. See if you can soften it. Good. Legs completely relaxed. Maybe a little smile creeps on to the lips. And take one more full breath in, breathing in that peace, and breathing out that peace. And take one knee, bend it, roll to the side, and we'll take the opposite hip to your prop, your pillows, your bolster, whatever it is. I'm just going to move mine so I'm not being rude. And so take that, snuggle it up to the edge of the bolster, and then take your hands to frame it. And lower yourself down, bringing the belly to the bolster, deciding if you want to turn your head in the opposite direction or keep it the same direction as your knees. And just let this twist do its work by breathing into it. So every time you breathe, think about giving your inner organs a nice massage. Breathing in deeply, and breathing out slowly. So good for all the systems of the body, just to deepen the breath and then add these shapes, and you're just really doing good things for the body. Nice. Slow and easy breaths. Softening. Let's take one more breath together. And on your exhalation, just frame your pillows and take yourself so that you are facing whatever direction your pillows are facing, and just let yourself kind of straddle those pillows. And we're going to take a forward fold, just a sloppy forward fold. So using any props that you need to bring yourself into this forward fold. So I'm going to stack up my blankets on my bolster if you have pillows, If you have blocks, you can stack them up and just come into a sloppy old forward fold. Just make it imperfect. Just let your lower back reset and come back to that breath. Finding the slow breaths in and the slow exhalations. Nice. Remove your props and just set them close by, not too far. Finding yourself on your back. And once you get there, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Rock from side to side. When you're ready, cross the right leg over the left, then take a hold of your ankles and draw them in. See if you can relax your shoulders, close your eyes. And just breathe here. Soften the jaw and the brow. Swallow in the throat to release any tension there. Take one more breath in. And breathe out that peace and switch the cross of your legs, reaching for the ankles, hugging them in. Nice. And take one more breath in. And a slow breath out. Unwind. If you have a block, take your feet to the floor and lift your hips. Tuck that block underneath your sacrum. If you have no block, have no fear. Just lift your legs up, coming into a supported shoulder stand. Just nice to have a block underneath the sacrum. Just bringing your feet above your heart. Give yourself a moment to breathe here. Another pose that's so good for all systems of the body, just very restorative to have those legs up high, whether they're against the wall or up on a chair, or just up in the air. And take one more breath in, and then slowly bend your knees and let your feet come down to the floor. Release the block, and then hug your knees into your chest again. We'll take some of those circles that are my favorite, just drawing some circles on the ceiling, moving in one direction and then the other. And then finding stillness, hugging those knees into the chest. Just gently guide them to one side with the opposite arm, and then extend the other arm out. Turn your head in that opposite direction, taking a twist here. Breathing in peace, and breathing out that same peace. Imagining your whole body filling up peace and releasing peace out into the world. Just an interconnection, sharing that peace. Take one more full breath in, and then gently guide your knees up to center. Take them over to the other side. Open up. Take your twist. Soften where you can. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, gently guide your knees back up to center. And if you have your pillows close by or your bolster, just tuck it under your knees. And if you have a blanket and it's chilly there, give yourself a chance to cover up or just cover your belly. If you happen to have an eye pillow, I'll demonstrate because I do. Cover yourself up. I know Jeanette has an eye pillow, so take that eye pillow and cover your eyes. And give yourself to this Shavasana, this resting pose, allowing yourself to just melt to the floor. Feeling every connection that your body's making with the floor. Allowing every nook and cranny to just melt like a marshmallow, getting all soft and gooey on the inside. Just let it all go. Softening, melting. This is a poem by Joy Harjo. She's the poet laureate. And she wrote this poem. I thought it was really beautiful. It's called Remember. And she's a Native American. She says, remember the sky that you were born under. Know each of the stars' stories. Remember the moon. Know who she is. Remember the sun's birth at dawn. That is the strongest point of time. Remember sundown and the giving away tonight. Remember your birth, how your mother struggled to give you form and breath. You are evidence of her life and her mother's and hers. Remember your father. He is your life also. Remember the earth whose skin you are. Red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth. We are earth. Remember the plants, trees, animal life, who all have their tribes, their families, their histories too. Talk to them. Listen to them. They are alive poems. Remember the wind. Remember her voice. She knows the origin of the universe. Remember, you are all people, and all people are you. Remember, you are this universe, and this universe is you. Remember, all is in motion, is growing, is you. Remember, language comes from this. Remember the dance language is, that life is. Remember. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring soft movements to body, to extremities. And stay where you are if you're happy here. But if you'd like to come on up, turn to one side and then make your way up to a comfortable seat, propping yourself up. Just taking a moment to pause. Letting your eyes close and just tuning into your physical body. Noticing your breath. Just taking just a moment to notice your thoughts. And as you're ready, reach your arms out, reach them up for all the goodness. Draw it right on down into your heart, coming into Anjali Mudra, the mudra of the angels. And let your chin come to your chest. Just bow to your own heart. Maybe taking a moment to remember that we are all connected. The breath connects us. The earth connects us. And daggone it, the Zoom connects us. Thanks for practicing with me on this auspicious night. Thanks for your presence and every one of your commitment to peace. Namaste.